All right, let's talk about a tool that millions of people rely on, but so many of us actually get wrong: the walking cane. It seems so simple, right? But believe me, there's a science to picking the right one and using it correctly that can absolutely change everything.
I mean, seriously, what could be more basic than this? For most of us, it's just a stick. Something you grab to lean on when you need a bit of extra support. And to be honest, that's exactly what I used to think.
But get this, the US government sees it in a completely different light. If you look at the Code of Federal Regulations, a cane isn't just a stick. Oh no, it is officially a device intended for medical purposes.
That's right, your simple walking cane is officially classified by the FDA as a Class 1 medical device. We're talking the same category as elastic bandages or those examination gloves your doctor uses. It's not just an accessory, it's a piece of actual medical equipment designed to do a very specific job.
And that really brings us to the big question, doesn't it? If a cane is a piece of medical equipment, are you 100% sure you're choosing and using it the right way? Well, let's find out.
Okay, so let's dive right in. Before you even think about the style, the color, or the material, we have to start with the most important question of all. Why do you actually need a cane? Because that answer is going to steer every single other choice you make.
And it really just boils down to two main reasons people use a cane. It's either for balance support or it's for weight bearing. And figuring out which of those two camps you're in, well, that is the key to this whole thing. And this slide really breaks it down perfectly. See, on the left, for balance, the cane is basically acting like a third foot, giving you a wider base of support to keep you steady. But for weight bearing, say for a sore hip or a weak leg, its job is totally different. It's there to physically take a chunk of your body weight, about 15 to 20%, off that side that needs a break. So once you've nailed down your why, then we can get to the fun part, the what. This is where we start choosing the style, the material, and the design that's going to be the best fit for you. And we've come a long way from just a plain old wooden stick. Canes today are made from all kinds of materials, and each one has its own feel. You've got your classic wood, sleek aluminum, super high-tech carbon fiber, and even really stylish acrylics. And check this out. This chart shows you the trade-offs. Wood has that classic, kind of regal vibe, but it can be heavier. Aluminum is a fantastic all-around choice, light and really sturdy. Carbon fiber? That's the featherweight champion. Unbelievably light, but still super strong. And then you've got acrylics, which are all about designer styles. And this whole idea of choosing for your why goes all the way down to the very tip of the cane. A standard single tip is perfect if you just need a bit of help with balance. But if you need serious weight-bearing support, that's where a quad tip, with those four little feet, gives you a much more stable foundation. Okay, but here's the thing, and this is probably the most critical part of all. You can pick the coolest, most expensive, high-tech cane on the planet. But if it's not the right size for you, it's not just useless, it can actually be harmful. Getting the fit right is everything. Think about it. A cane that's too tall is going to make you hike your shoulder up, which leads to neck and shoulder pain. And one that's too short forces you to hunch over, which just destroys your posture and can even make your balance worse. Either way, you're defeating the whole purpose. Luckily, there is a super simple, nearly foolproof way to get this right. It's called the floor-to-wrist crease method. Here's what you do. Put on your everyday shoes, stand up nice and straight, and just let your arms hang naturally by your sides. Then, have someone measure from the floor right up to that little crease in your wrist. That number, that is your perfect cane height. So why does that wrist crease trick work so well? It's because when you hold a cane that's set to that exact height, your elbow will have this perfect slight bend in it, right around 15 to 20 degrees. And that angle is the sweet spot. It gives you maximum support without putting any strain on your arm or shoulder. All right, so you've got the right cane, it's at the perfect height. There's just one last piece to this puzzle, and that's actually using it correctly. And this is where the most common and maybe the most critical mistake of all happens. So pop quiz time. If your left leg is the one that's weak or painful, which hand do you think should hold the cane? Now, almost everybody's first instinct is to say the left hand, right? To lean on it like a crutch. But the correct answer, and this is the one that blows people's minds, is your right hand. It feels totally backwards, I know, but the cane always goes in the hand on the opposite side of your weak leg. It belongs on your strong side. And there's a really good reason for this. Just look at this chart. The science shows that using a cane on your strong opposite side can slash the amount of force going through that painful leg by a massive amount. We're talking up to 2/3 less force.
It works because it creates a wider, more stable base of support and lets your whole upper body help share the load. So here's the rhythm you want to get into. Cane is on your strong side. Now, as you step forward with your weak leg, you move the cane forward at the exact same time. They hit the ground together. Then, as the cane and your weak leg take your weight, you swing your strong leg through. Cane and weak leg, then strong leg. It creates this really stable, natural gait.
It really all comes down to what Dr. Robert Lamb says here. It's all about stability. That extra point of contact with the ground just fundamentally makes your base of support bigger, which gives you so much more confidence and safety with every single step you take.
So you see, a cane is so much more than just a stick. It's a precision medical tool. And when you choose it for the right reason, fit it to the right height, and use it on the right side, it can be an absolute game changer for your mobility. So the only question left is, are you ready to take your next step with confidence?